T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That was supposed to be a praise break. Good evening. Good evening. How everybody doing today? How's everybody doing right now? Hope everybody had a great day. I know I did. I had a real good, relaxing day. I ain't do nothing for real. I did a couple homework assignments. Did a couple contracts, but nothing real tough. So, like I say, I hope everybody had a great day. Hope everybody had a good day. Like and share. Welcome to another episode of Kitchen Table Conversation, where I'm your host, Mr. Rodney Terrell Pelt Sr. So like and share. Get all your friends. Say, hey, y'all, come on, let's get on this kitchen table conversation so we can have a good conversation about the status of our culture. And the reason why I say culture, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so get on it, like and share. YouTube, Facebook, y'all get on. Let's get some momentum behind this show. Let's get some momentum behind conversation that might be uncomfortable out in public, but right here on this forum and this platform, we can have those conversations. Yep. So tell all your friends, hey, Miss Patricia, how are you doing? I'm able to see your chat, guys. So I got my little makeshift studio set up. We'll be moving into the new studio real soon. I just been kind of lazy. So that's why I hadn't got it set up yet. But we're gonna be moving into the new studio real soon. So like and share, guys. Like and share. Like and share. So real quick, before we get into the conversation, I just want to thank our sponsors. The Kohler Agency. Michelle Kohler is a great owner of Allstate Agency over there on Hargrove Road. Go by and see it for all your insurance needs. Call 205-946-2150. And they'll answer all your questions. Life insurance, burial insurance, car insurance, home insurance, property insurance, any kind of insurance you need, I guarantee you she'll get you squared. Her and her team will get you squared away. Also go by and see my great friend Erica Grant over at the Charm District for all your needs. I think they do. You can get your hair did over there. You can buy your wig. You can get you some makeup. You can get you a good outfit over there at the Charm District right on Hargrove and Hackberry. I think that's where it's at. So just hit up Miss Erica Grant. Go by there and check her out. And I guarantee you will not be disappointed by going over there. Also, where is it? It's not in my thing yet. Yes, it is. Go by Urban Bar and Kitchen, downtown on University Boulevard, Tuscaloosa. Guys, listen, let me tell you. If you want some good food, if you want some good seasoned food that's not expensive, great atmosphere, just holistically great environment, atmosphere, good drinks, good food, good service, good people. Go by there and see my guy Gary over there at Urban Bar and Kitchen. You would not be disappointed. I get the same thing every time I go. It's just because I'm addicted to fish. So I get the blackened salmon with the spinach dip and the cheese grits and broccoli. Oh my God. My mouth is, and I cooked a few minutes ago, so my mouth is watering right now for some of that food. So yeah. Also, go by Restaurant and Lounge Spades right there in West Tuscaloosa. I'll do the nightclub thing, but if that's you, go by there. Great atmosphere, great time. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. But what I'm gonna hit you up on is Taco Tuesday. Now, the Taco Tuesday, I'm a huge authentic Mexican food eater. So if you want some great tacos, great tacos, great tacos, go by our Spades right there off of, what is that? Culver Road, I'm thinking. Culver Road, right there in Tuscaloosa. You won't be disappointed. And last but not least, go by my home church, Cornerstone. You want your soul to be saved? Go by Cornerstone. You won't leave the same way you came in. Guaranteed. Now, real quick, commercial break, guys, and we're going to jump right into this conversation. I like funny stuff, so I do this. I've been doing it for a year. So laugh real quick and come back, and we're going to get back into this conversation, state of our culture.
Hear the music.
Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask. It is very important. On that mask. On that mask. On that mask. It is very important. And stop lying, telling people you vaccinated, and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You over trying to get people sick. Trying to get people sick. You over trying to get people sick. People sick. People sick. You over trying to get people sick. Trying to get people sick. You over trying to get people sick. People sick. People sick. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. Word, no mask. On that mask.
Follow Hater Maker on TikTok, man. I do crazy. That is the craziest video I've ever seen. It makes me laugh. I done watched it probably 1,000 times. It just makes me laugh over and over and over again. And the message is so simple. Wear your mask, guys. The coronavirus is out there, still out there, different variants and all that stuff. I heard on TV the other day, they was talking about this possibly being a yearly shot every year, just like the flu shot. And we got another strand and all that stuff coming out. So, guys, wear your mask, be safe, sanitize your hands. And I know I'm telling y'all this, and I done got it 3 times. I'm sorry. So, wear your mask, guys. Be safe. Be safe. Hey, Patricia. Marcus, what's going on, man? Tamika, how you doing, love? Tu, what's up, baby? Guys, let's get into this conversation real quick. Thank y'all for joining. Please engage with us. If you got any comments or questions, look right at the bottom of your screen right there. And you can call in and we can talk about it. All right. So let's jump right into it. The reason why I wanted to talk today about the state of our community, because there's a lot been going on within the last 2 to 3 weeks in not just Tuscaloosa, but around this area in the South, especially in the smaller urban areas of the South. We know those bigger urban metropolises have their issues, but when you see small areas like Birmingham or Montgomery or Mobile or Little Rock, Arkansas, or Meridian, Jackson, smaller urban areas. Now, they're not small, but smaller compared to LA and Atlanta and stuff like that. We see that the violence is an uptick in the violence in those areas, especially Birmingham. On August the 12th, that weekend, it was crazy because that's the same weekend a lot of this other stuff we talk about happening. We had 4 murders in Birmingham, all within 3 blocks of each other. Well, 3 of the murders were within 3 blocks of each other. 4 people was killed on one night in Birmingham, and all within from, I think it was 10:30 to 1:30 in the morning, within 2 or 3 hours of each other. All this crazy stuff going on. We got 4 people getting killed on one night in one small city in Alabama. Now, I haven't looked and researched what happened on the other nights in other cities, but just to know that close to Tuscaloosa, that close to a McCalla, or that close to a Northport, or that close to a Oxford, or that close to Anniston, smaller Pell City outlying areas can be that close to that kind of crime element. How is it affecting our culture? How is it affecting our community? Is these incidents so random that we become numb to it? I was blown away about how you only heard about it in that news cycle, that 12 to 24 hour news cycle. Then you heard nothing else about it. You heard nothing else about it. 4 people killed in Birmingham. Just think, 4 different bodies in the funeral home on one evening in Birmingham. That's crazy. But you heard nothing about it. Is it normal? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Is it, have we normalized crime in our community? Have we got so numb to stuff happening? We're like, oh, that's just Birmingham, or oh, that's just this area, or oh, that's just the area. What do y'all think, man? Because we need to have these conversations, because from a smaller conversation like this, hopefully big conversation happen, and movement and action happens along with that. That's what I believe. So, and that's half of it. Now, we're talking about the murders that happened. We're not talking about the shootings that happened that weekend. And I couldn't find the information on how many shootings it was that specific weekend in Birmingham, but we know 4 people got killed. So let's just go up the road about 4 or 5 hours to Little Rock, Arkansas, where it's nowhere. Go Birmingham to Memphis to Little Rock, you there. 11 shootings on the same weekend that this happened in Birmingham. 11 shootings in our community. 3 people killed. Same weekend as the 4 people got killed in Birmingham. Is that normal there too? Is it normal in Birmingham? Is it normal in Little Rock? Is it normal in Memphis? Is it normal here and normal there? Why are we continuously allowing, and yeah, I say allow because we can do something about it. We use our voices to speak up about it, speak out about it, and carry on the conversation so we can affect change. Why do we allow these things to happen in our community? Larry, you live in Birmingham. Talk to me. What's the culture like in Birmingham? That we can see 4 people lie dead on a Monday news cycle or Monday news cycle, and then not hear about it again. That's crazy. Why can we hear about these things and nothing changes? Every morning I turn on the Lord, I had to unplug my computer. Every morning I turn on NBC News. I don't know what the name of the show is. Wake Up Alabama, whatever it is. And I always see last night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, person found dead, shooting over here, shooting over there. And you never hear about it. Black bodies. Expound on that, brother. Call me, man. If you know, in the number in the chat, call me. Yeah, good day, Alabama. There you go. And you see all these different incidents that's going on. And it's one news cycle, and then it's nothing. Another news cycle, then it's nothing. Whose fault is it? Not only the person that's doing the shooting, but who else is responsible for that? See, that's when we start having these conversations where, well, it's the church, it's the people in the community, it's the preachers, it's the this, the that, this, that. But truly, who is responsible for all this stuff? And we know that the people that perpetrate these crimes are ultimately the ones that are responsible. But it's other stuff too, that other mitigating factors that goes into all of this that's going on. There has been so many cuts to programs here tonight. That's right, Tamika. You can see across the board where money is spent. And I'm gonna say it right here in Tuscaloosa. And if anybody on here that can correct me, tell me if I'm wrong, please do. But every other day here in the city, we see, which some of it's great, absolutely. elevate building this and building that, elevate this and the riverfront and the lake, whatever part of the lake they finna build. They finna do convention center. They doing this, they doing that. We see all these things about different projects, infrastructure projects going on, but you never see nothing about we're gonna spend $200,000 investing to this after school program, or we're gonna spend $100,000 to invest in this summer league mathematical STEM program. You never see those kind of human infrastructure things being done in our city. Now I don't know if it's people not asking for it, or people that sit in these rooms are not visionary enough to, but some got to change. Something has to change, and we're gonna continue to see these murders and these incidents and stuff. Some of our leaders in the cities and the counties and the local and state and federal municipalities going to have to realize that at some point you're going to invest in the people and not in buildings. Okay, I think that we have definite normalized crime. I think about Wilcox a lot. So many things happen, put on mainstream. That's right, Paul. Paul is a young man from Wilcox County. I think he's I ain't gonna tell you business, never mind. But he's a great young man trying to do some good things. And yeah, Paul, I was thinking about that the other day too. A young girl young man that I know shot somebody, killed somebody down there a few weeks ago. A young lady that I heard about got stabbed a couple weeks, and these are small rural areas. Those things like that happen in rural areas. Okay, yeah, because I can say so much about that. Should we be investing more in people? The crime is at the end of the result of deeper discussion. Yeah, we need to invest in people, Larry. We got to. We got to invest in it when they're young. We can't wait to have and that's good. We need to have those. But we can't wait to have a diversionary program when you've been to youth detention. We can't wait to then. We can't wait to a reentry program, reentry back into society. And that's good to invest in, but we just can't put all our eggs in that basket. We got to go get these babies as preschool, kindergarten, first, second, third grade, and start teaching them a better way. Start honing in on life skills at that age. It's never too young. They're never too young. So that's what we need to invest some money in. Really invest some money in some great programming into those age groups and those demographics, because once you learn as a child, what the Bible say? When I was a child, speaking child, whatever. I don't know what it said, but but I know one thing: those things that I learned as a child, those things that I still revert back to now as a 49-year-old black man. Exactly. So Tanika said, when I grew up, there was so many things for our kids to do, neighborhoods to do, every housing project. Exactly. Everyone had something to do. Every housing project, from McKenzie Court to Hay Court, the Crescent East, Rosedale, you had something to do. You had something to do. Even when I left Tuscaloosa and moved to Greene County, we had summer baseball. We had every high school that wanted a job got a job at the Green Track or with the city or the county. You had opportunities to go on Upper Bound and different things like that. So you was always had something to do. Thank you, Larry, for correcting me. My pastor's gonna be mad if he watches this. I don't know about my Bible verses, but we always had something to do. My friends in Tuscaloosa, they had McDonald Hughes Center, the YMCA. You had each one of your projects had a little center that had something going on. You had your Upper Bound. You had jobs and different things, football and basketball and baseball. Baseball at the Y, you couldn't get to the Y on Saturdays. Kids had something to do, and now it's like they got a couple things to do, but it's nothing like it was back then. It's nothing like it was back then, because I think that our leaders, whoever they are, don't believe in people, investing in people infrastructure, human infrastructure. How about that? Human infrastructure. They don't believe in investing in human infrastructure. Now I'm gonna toot my own horn. We had 16, 17, we had our West Cluster and Eastern Cluster mentoring project, where we had elementary, middle, and high school mentoring programs. We cycled kids from fourth, fifth grade at Alberta off to Eastwood into Bryant. And we had Central Elementary MLK to West Lawn to Central High School. Now, we wasn't 100% successful, but we was well over 85% successful. We had a 100% graduation rate. All our kids passed. Now some had some issues, but it was all because of that constant mentoring, that constant love that we showed those children, and we was always there, always in a corner, always showing them how to do it better, always an advocate for them, and you saw 100% graduation rate from high school in our programming. You saw our absenteeism go down. You saw our behavior issues. At one of our schools, we had, when we first started, out of 47 kids, we had, don't quote me, well, I'm saying it myself, but 30 something of those kids in the 10th grade when we started with them had behavior issues and the ISI or suspension and all that. And when we got into the 12th grade, we was at 0% behavior problems. 0%, maybe not 0, maybe 1%. So it was programs like those that kept our kids engaged, not only in school, but out of school too, and kept them out of trouble. So did we ever go to Skyler? No, we didn't. At one point in time, we didn't. Hope we can get that back, but we didn't. We didn't want to overload ourselves and not be effective in what we was doing. So, yeah. But those things like that helped our kids matriculate on to bigger and better things. Now, did we have some failures? Yes, we did. Was we 100% throughout the program? No, we was not. But the vast majority of our children in our programs now are successful and doing great things, whether it's jobs, college, family, what have you. It's because of that constant stuff that we had for them to do in school and out of school. We made them play sports. They got involved in this. They did this and that, this and that. And now they're reaping the benefits of that. So what if we had programs like this throughout our area, not just Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, whatever, that got the mask of those kids, and not just the ones that have behavior issues, but the ones that have social anxiety, different things like that, social emotional issues, and put them in a program that's going to mentor and motivate and encourage those kids and demonstrate excellence to them and along the way. And I guarantee we won't have as much as crime as we did. I talked to a police officer today. He was like, man, Pitt, I don't know what y'all did this summer. I don't know what's going on this summer, but we had a relatively quiet summer. I was like, man, there's been a lot of work behind the scenes. A lot of work behind the scenes. A lot of leg work behind the scenes. A lot of getting kids involved. People don't believe it, and I don't want to keep talking about me, but so we can go on. But people don't want to believe it that just as summer baseball and summer basketball we had kept a lot of kids out of trouble. Not only the little babies, but it kept their bigger brothers and sisters out of trouble too. Because now they was, instead of being in the street, they coming out there watching practice, or they coming out there watching the game, or they got to bring their brother to the game, or bring their sister to the game, bring their brother, sister to practice, stuff like that. And when they there, hey, come on over here and sit down with me. Coach that little boy right there. Coach that little girl right there. Do this, do that. So it get them a greater feel of purpose. So hopefully they won't go out here and make no dumb, stupid decision. So all in all, what can we do collectively, or what should be done collectively by our leaders or us to get some of this stuff done? Like Tamika said, we have a lot of programs when we was young, like a lot. And now it feels like the human infrastructure piece is gone. You know, the human infrastructure piece is gone. Yeah, we can put up a house, or we can put up a road, or we can pave this, or we can put up a convention center, or we can bring the World Games, or we can do this or do that. But where the human piece come in at? Y'all talk to me. Where does the human piece come in at? Where does the piece come in at where we're going to say, as leaders in our community or politicians in our community, can say, okay, enough is enough. We finna allocate this here with this program to make this work. I know it's a few of them in Tuscaloosa. I wish I had the money. I would just give it to them because they do some great work. They might not have the big staff. They might not have the big buildings. They might not have the legacy name, but they do some incredible work with our young folks. Incredible work with our young folks. Incredible work with our young folks. And I'm gonna just say this, and I hope our folks are watching. And if they ain't watching, go back and watch and tell them I said it. I wish that a city the size of Tuscaloosa could employ, and I think Birmingham, Larry, if you're still on, didn't Birmingham employ 8,000 students this summer or last summer? Last summer, they put in their budget where they employ so many kids in the summertime. You had to be a Birmingham City student. Am I right or wrong, Larry? Help me out with that. Yeah, you can't change what we ain't willing to touch. It takes time and money. Why we can't do that here in this city or any other cities? I'm not just on no Tuscaloosa. What if you got 3 high schools? I'm not saying Tuscaloosa because I'm here. You got 3 high schools. What if you took 333 students from each high school, 9th through 12th grade, and got them in some employment for the summertime? Now they had to have some good grades. Well, I ain't gonna say good grades, but they haven't had at least active in school, enrolled in school, trying to do right, and might be from some of those areas that need a little help. You feel me? Or they might have stumbled and failed and bumped their head 1 or 2 times in high school, but they're on the right track now. What if we did that with each one of these high schools in Tuscaloosa? Employ 1,000 kids from June the 1st to August the 1st. And every week you have to check in and write a paper about what you did that week or whatever, what have you. Do some kind of accountability to your job. You know how much crime that'll stop? How much riding around that'll stop? How much hanging out that'll stop? I remember in high school working at the track, green track. Man, I worked like a dog from 7 o'clock in the morning till the last dog ran at night. 5 days a week, 6 days a week sometimes. I was too tired to do anything. So we get some of these kids, put them on the garbage truck, put them at the environmental place, put them on the landfill, put them on the road crews, put them with the water department, make them get out there in the heat, make them sweat, make them learn what it takes to make a living, and also put them in some kind of financial literacy piece so they can learn about saving money and investing money and building a future. But get them out there doing those kind of things. Because I know in Greene County, you worked at the landfill, you worked on the garbage truck, or you worked something like that. I think we got a caller, y'all. Oh, no, we don't. If that was you, call back in. You did those kind of things, so you was too tired to do anything else. You was too tired to do anything else. So put them on trash crew, picking up trash on the side of the road. I know we did that with our football players in Wilcox County. They work with the guy on the garbage truck. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Hello?
Hey, you on the kitchen table conversation?
Okay, I was calling because the comment you made about where having the programs where like people will hire kids over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama Works did something like that for the area high schools and all of the. I'm trying to turn this off so I'm not echoing. Where all the employers came out, we had a table set up, The high school kids, they brought their resumes, and it was real simple. Like, you either got a green card to let you know you're moving to the next step. Most of the kids did get offers that day, but the ones that we had in particular trying to process, trying to get them to finish getting the job was the hardest part. So the work has to come from the kids too, wanting to finish doing what we're trying to help them get started to do in terms of getting employment.
I totally agree. I totally agree. You gotta have some accountability on the kids and the parents, but I also think it need to be a bigger investment. And start that investment in high school. During the school day before school gets out. We having it, and that's where it was a workforce development. That was great. TES had a summer program, which is great. Our kids, got some money for school, learn some different things, learn how to work and everything. But I think the investment need to back up a little piece and start like in January, so you can get those forms and follow-ups and all that stuff done, so you won't have those problems when it's time to do that job fair. Yeah, on board there, whatever it is.
Right. And so it was nice that they brought them out in bus loads. And now that I'm hearing, like you say, do it earlier in the year versus wait until it's almost time for them to graduate in their mind, they're probably already focused on other things. But so yeah, having more of those events, and even going to the elementary schools to kind of get kids excited about future things that they can get involved with. There's so many. I really agree with you saying we have to start with the younger generation, and the parents too of the kids are younger nowadays. So that makes a difference in how the culture is changing too.
Yeah, that goes into the human infrastructure piece. Carla, it makes it's a holistic effort. We had to not only do the student or the child, but we also had to back up and do the families, because some of these families are broken families or separated, whatever you want to call it. Families come from some tough situations. Maybe the mama don't think that school is that important, or the dad don't think school is that important, or they didn't finish school, so the emphasis on them is get a job. So if we can bring in that family piece to help facilitate the need of the child, because if your home is tore up, it's hard to get out of that.
Right.
But you're doing some great work.
Thank you.
And thank you for calling. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. No problem.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so that's great. The workforce development did that. And Donnie, is it Donnie? Let me see, what is Donnie's last name? I can't think of Donnie. Donnie is, I think he's over that workforce development, and they do some great stuff. And Dr. Karen Jackson did an awesome program over there with TES employing our kids. But like I was saying, wouldn't it be crazy if we can do 1,000 kids? Larry dropped that link in there. He dropped that link in there, so y'all go check that out after we get off. Wouldn't it be amazing if we had 1,000 kids employed? We work with it. The chamber can get with the whole business community and say, hey, we need everybody in the business community, everybody that's part of the chamber, take on 5 kids just for the summer from June the 1st to August 1st. This is the program we're going to do. This is the times we're going to do it. Whatever. Here's half of the money you're going to have to pay them. You supply half, and the city infrastructure piece or human infrastructure piece supplies the other half. 1,000 kids employed. That's 1,000 less kids on the street during the day. And you work them, make them earn that money, make them learn what it is to live, learn what it is to pay a bill, learn what it is to cash your check, learn what it is to open a checking account, learn what it is to save for your future, to help your family. Learn that all those human infrastructure pieces goes into play when we're trying to raise a generation. Now we're gonna touch on this these rappers and the influence that they have on our children nowadays. Real quick, we say Birmingham Kids and Jobs have been around for more than 20 years. I signed them right. That's good. It's been around for a long time. And I know Tuscaloosa program been around for a long time, but it's so, let me see. And I don't want to get in trouble. It's so inconsistent. And it's not big enough. It's not broad enough. You have to have broad ideas, big ideas. Like what's the TikTok thing say? You got to think big. I don't want to say the other part of it. You got to think big and think it's small. Think big. So yeah. Real quick, we're going to this motivation moment. We'll be right back with the next piece. Y'all stay tuned. Stay with us. Like and share. Okay, yep, that happens when you click on the wrong thing. That really happens when you click on the wrong thing. Here we go. My bad.
Blind spots. Blind spots are the places that we allow ourselves not to be changed. Areas that you won't allow your faith to touch. Where your faith is not penetrating and you don't see it. Vengeance and anger and hurt create blind spots. I'm not talking about good people and evil people, right people and wrong people. I'm talking about places where there should be love, but there's hate. Like maybe your heart. I wonder what is in your blind spot. Who is suffering in your blind spot for the lack of something that you refuse to give?
Ooh, who is in your blind spot? Man, that's touched every time I listen to this. Crazy. Who is in your blind spot? Who is, and I'm gonna take this another way. Who is in the area in your life that can cause trouble in the instant, but you can't see? Somebody that's close to you, but you can't see it. Or you don't want to see it, or you choose not to see it. Somebody that's close to you, somebody that can cause your life to go ape crazy in a moment of an eye. Who's in your blind spot? All right, my son, Tamika said, my son tried the summer program, but he was told he was not accepted because he was not a child in need. What the world? That's crazy. Yeah, I've seen that. Yep, I've seen that. See, that's the problem. That's part of that problem we need to have. Just because you're in need, you from an underserved community, yes, you need that need. You might need a little extra need, but the middle class or the working class, a lot of these people that live in some middle class neighborhoods are living check to check, or even worse than some of the people in the underserved areas live. Some of those kids need help just as bad, just as much, if not worse, more than some kids from underserved communities. So that's a part of that piece I'm saying we cannot deny these kids. Now, yeah, we got a cap, but we can't deny these kids some employment, something that's going to help them and motivate and encourage them to do better. We got to get out of that mindset and think, oh, this is all we can do. Or this is all our community can do. Or this is the only thing that we can do. We got to start thinking big. I wish I could play that video, but it's just too vulgar. You got to think big. Yeah, you got to think big. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, and we got like 20 some minutes. So I want to talk a little bit about rap culture and the rap influence, the hip hop culture and the hip hop influence that it has on our young folks. Now, I've seen firsthand, I'm to my like right there, firsthand, how rap beef or rap culture or turf wars or what have you, because of the music influence on it, has literally took people's lives. Like not only physically, but took their life for his incarceration. All because of the lyrics they listen to, or the lyrics that they put out there, or the beat they have against this group. because they beefing with this neighborhood or this group is rapping about this and they talked about this rap group over here, and how negative that is and how our children are listening to this music and thinking that art imitates. Tamika, did I say that right? Art imitates life. And they think that these lyrics or these rappers or these artists are really living like this. So if I can live like they living like that and they're superstars and they got money and I can live like that, I can get on that same level too. You know, I do a lot of opening doors and greeting kids in the morning. Then you have parents pull up and all you hear is boom, 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 MF this and SOB this and shoot this person, kill this person. This and the kid get out in the car, and that's what their brain is trained on going into the school. So if I can sing these lyrics front to back and I'm in that, because you know music will put you in a space. Yeah, music will put you in a space. So if this music I'm listening to getting out the car first thing in the morning put me in a space, how you think my day gonna go at school? It's gonna go terrible because I'm in that space. And I've taught that turn the music off. You ain't gotta turn on nothing in the morning. Just talk to your child. Just talk to your child. Me and David J, we listen to sports. We listen to sports and we talk about sports on the way to school. And when he get home, he turn the radio on, turn right to sports. That's our get ready for school and digress the end of the day. These lyrics, parents, if you're watching this on replay or YouTube, Facebook, please like and share. These kids really try to emulate what they hear and what they see. So let's change the culture. Let's change the narrative around it. We have 4 big name artists in the rap scene that was murdered this year in shootings. Back to what we was talking about a minute ago. The last one, the most notable one, was the Trouble, MC Trouble, whatever. No, not MC Trouble. That was from back in the day. Trouble from Atlanta. Now he was killed on some other stuff, but rather he was shot and killed. Rapper the other day, I can't think of his name, was at the gas station. The guy rolled up on him, some kind of way they exchanged words, or he didn't like his lyrics or something. He shot the truck up, killed one of the guys, and shot the other one. That's right, Lamonica. You got to protect your spirit, what you see in here, and what you do. You know, Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed. You had Tupac, Biggie, and countless others that was shot and killed because of lyrics. Now I don't know about Nipsey Hussle, but then there was some hater stuff. But still, the lyrics, the stuff that they put out, is what they get back. The energy that you put out is what's gonna come back to you. The universe is reciprocal like that. It's reciprocal like that. What you put out comes back. That's why I try to do as much good as I can, because I don't want no trouble come back on me, because I can't stand too much trouble. But we have to get in that vein of protecting, like LaMonica said, protecting our spirit, protecting what's on the inside of us, because what's on the inside of us comes out. So that's another part of our culture. Are we so numb to these lyrics that we allow our children to listen to some of these vulgar lyrics? Oh, that's just music. That's not real. But our children think it's real. My little nephew, he have his little fake money. I said, now somebody gonna see that, think it's real, and they're gonna come for you. I had to show him where he don't need to do that no more, and he don't do it no more. But I'm talking about little babies, kids in school now. A couple years ago, our fourth graders at one of our schools would cut, no, sixth graders, fifth and sixth graders. They would get, LaMonica, you probably saw this, they would get this loose leaf paper and cut it like money, cut it in the shape of money, fold it and put it in their pocket so they can walk around like they had a lot of money on them, because they see those rappers or those artists do those same things. So if they're doing that with loose leaf paper, what you think if they're gonna do when they go home and see a gun or try to get a gun? One boy told me you can get a gun on the street for $30. Everybody got a gun. Our kids are young. We had to protect them. That's our responsibility to protect their spirits, ears, eyes, and Jesus. Yep, imaginary, right? But they think that's life. They think that art imitates life. They think that's real, and it's not. Ooh, I almost said so. She want to be a stripper. That's a notable profession. You make a lot of money. No, but yeah, that's what they see. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. But that's what they see. They see the shows on TV. I don't want to call them names. I don't want to get in trouble. But they see all the reality shows and the new show that's on Stars. Y'all know the show I'm talking about that's on Stars. They see that and they think that's for real, but they don't know the grinding part of that profession. That's what they see, right? They don't know the grinding part of that profession. They don't know that you got to deal with misogyny. You got to deal with okay, I'm gonna say it, rape culture. You don't see that you got to deal with people trying to grab on you and touch on you and all this stuff and make you do things you don't want to. You got to deal with the drug scene. You got to deal with this and that and this. So you got to deal with your public image. You see the sexy part of it, but you don't see the grinding part of it. Like these young men, they see the rappers with the cars and this, but they don't know what those young men had to go through. They don't know those young men now live in mansions in the suburbs, up in the hills, and you only see them on TV when they're getting ready to do a interview or something like that, because they want to portray the image. Oh, I'm hard. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. You don't see the kids go to private school. They fly private jets. They got bodyguards. They have a debit card or credit card. They don't have that money on them like that. They do it for show. They want you to see it so you can buy the album or the record or stream it, this or do this, do that, watch the show. But you don't see that it's a business. It's a business that's building their lives and their futures and their fortunes off of ignorance. You know, that's our motto of the 100 Black Men. They'll be what they see. So we have to imitate, not imitate. No, that's the wrong word. We had to emulate positive life. Emulate, it's sexy to go to school. Emulate, it's okay to get a trade. It's okay to be the nerd in the classroom. It's okay to make an A on a test. It's okay to play sports. It's okay to go home after school. It's okay to work. It's okay to have one girlfriend and one boyfriend. It's okay to do all these positive things that's going to put you in a position in life to do great things. And not saying that somebody have all these bumps and stuff won't be great people, but why make your road harder? Why make your road harder when you got a path and you can lay your path by positive examples in your life? By LaMonica Little that's teaching, by Tanika Carey that has her own business, by Monty Linebar that's and Dr. Sutton as superintendents and directors of education. They come from the same areas that these kids come from. Some of the same areas. Mayor Woodford in Birmingham, that's from the hood. Is not a mayor of one of the biggest urban areas in the South. From the same hood, but we just got to teach them a better way. It's on us to hold us accountable. We can look in the mirror and say, hey, let's be accountable. And lastly, guys, I want to touch on this. And Monica and Tu and Tanika help me out with this. We have to protect our young women. We have to go way above and beyond to protect our young women, because we are in a state of emergency when it comes to our young women. I think I'm saying that right. Because of kidnapping and sex trading. Come on, y'all hit me with this because this is difficult. Kidnapping and sex trade. And we have to teach our young girls it's okay to say no. Make sense? We have to teach our young girls they can't be going places by themselves. You can't go to Walmart late at night by yourself because you want to pick up a bag of chips or some grapes. It's not okay to do that anymore. It's not okay to meet a guy on social media and go out with him and you don't even know nothing about him. That is not okay because these jokers out here nowadays, they snatching girls up, taking them all across the country. We had a couple weeks ago, they had arrested a whole bunch of, that too, Tamika. A whole bunch of young men that was arrested for solicitation. And we all know what that means. Sex trafficking. We had a couple young girls rescued out of the hotel, sex trafficking. We just had one Tallapoosa County a couple weeks ago, found in somebody's basement, 12 years old. We got to protect our young women. And like Tamika said, we got to teach our young boys to accept no. That's one of our first lessons in Mind Changers with our high school kids is no means no to you as much as it does to her. But we have to protect our young women. So teach our young ladies, don't go places by yourself. Don't overindulge when you're out with your friends. Always let somebody know where you at. Don't date people or go out with people that you don't know or just met because this world is vicious. And I don't want to see another sign where have you seen my baby or have you seen my daughter? She missing here, she missing there because these vultures out here don't care. So let's protect our young ladies. Please, let's protect our young ladies. And like Tamika said, tell your sons or your daughter or your sons, your nephews, your cousins, your mentees, no means no just as much to you as it did to her. Yep, we came together, we live together. Yep. So no means no as much to you as it does to her. Because you're trying to get past no can end you up in prison the rest of your life. Yeah. So just take a minute, just take a message from me. Hopefully something I said resonated in your spirit, in your soul tonight. Don't leave your friends behind. Yup, do not. Listen, I'm going to tell you. Y'all young ladies, even guys that's on here, if you're watching replay, however, if y'all want to talk to your children and stuff, tell them. If you come as a group, you leave as a group. If you had to snatch that joker out of there, you come together, we leave together. Me and my friends, now I got a couple of my best friends, my frat brothers. We go somewhere, we come together, and we leave together. Plain and simple. And we old and dusty and crusted, don't nobody want us. But still, we come together, we leave together. Y'all young folks, get that policy deep down in you, and I guarantee you, stuff won't happen. Well, it might not happen as frequent, and if it do happen, y'all got the numbers to fight it off. Don't leave nobody behind. Come together, we leave together. And young ladies and young men, this is my last word, and I'm getting ready to get off. Don't believe everything you see on social media. People have fake profiles, fake pages, catfishing, and all that kind of stuff. Don't believe, what they say, don't believe a half of what you see, another what you hear. Yeah. So protect your life, protect your soul, protect your spirit, protect your peace. And we'll be okay. So thank you guys for joining in tonight. You got any questions, I answer them. I'm gonna keep talking. We can keep talking. We can go ahead. But I'm gonna let y'all go because this is my bedtime. It's 9 o'clock. I'm old. It's a holiday this week. I put that out there. Thursday is a national holiday. I talked to Joe Biden and Obama yesterday, and they told me whatever I wanted. So Thursday is a national holiday. August 25th is a day of remembrance. Okay? August 25th is a day of remembrance. Druid City Hospital on Friday, 1972, a young, great black man was born. A man that's going to shape and change this community forever was born at Druid City Hospital on Friday evening, August 25th, 1972. So with that being said, it's a national holiday. It's my birthday. I'll be the big 5-0 this year. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna ask all my friends, we're gonna put a video out tomorrow, Wednesday. In lieu of any gifts that you might want to give me, because I give so much to everybody else. Seems like everybody want to give something to me. That's just, in lieu of any gifts, I want everybody to cash out my nonprofit. All the money raised go directly to programming. I want to put that out there, but we have partnered with a school system that's in desperate need of what we've been talking about. And we will be taking on that project starting October. So, to make you a hater. But, so in lieu of any gifts, watch my page, all this the next couple of days, cash out the nonprofit, and all those funds will go directly into getting that program off the ground. It's a rural area, but it's a rural area that's in desperate need of what we provide and what we offer. We're still gonna be doing our thing here, but we gotta get there. We gotta get there. Don't forget about what two for what, Miss Patricia. What? I got you. But yeah, August 25th, 1972, great black man was born at Druid City Hospital on Friday. So that's my birthday. Y'all holler at me. Thank y'all for joining in tonight. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the likes. Let's continue this conversation on your timelines, on your platforms. I'm gonna drop the cat. Oh, you want me to drop it now? Okay, I'll do that. Let me see where I go to now. Hold on, chat. You go right here. See if I had my assistant, I wouldn't have any problem. He's up going to sleep. He was my assistant until he went to sleep. All right, that's the cash out right there. Nigga said that's the longest birthday announcement. Golly. All right, y'all, that's it right there on YouTube and Facebook. Listen, just cash out the nonprofit, guys. All those, thank you, Jennifer, I appreciate it. All those will go directly to, hold on, I gotta put it in Facebook now. You would think that all this software that I got would do right, but it ain't. There we go. That's the cash out. So yeah, we're gonna do all that to facilitate that program coming up in October. So it's gonna be great. I'm very, very encouraged about it. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about that partnership in that area that's it's in desperate need of it. And we look forward to doing more and more we do here. And you'll be hearing about what we're doing in Tuscaloosa area, and even some stuff we're gonna try to do in Greene County in the coming weeks. So thank y'all for joining in. I appreciate everybody coming on. Appreciate everybody participating. Appreciate the caller. Like I say, like and share. Continue this conversation on your platform. If we keep talking about it, we keep it out in the atmosphere. Maybe somebody that has some power or political persuasiveness can listen and hear it and take on what we try to give them take on and do for our community. If not, we're gonna vote their ass out of office and keep moving. Okay, I just told. All right. So thank y'all so much. We'll be seeing y'all in the suit. Remember, Thursday is my birthday. I'll be 50. So hit your boy up, say hey, happy birthday, all that good stuff. Yeah, and send the money to that nonprofit. I take nothing for myself. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. Peace and hair grease.